We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the White Sox and the Thunder. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Antoine Fong, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Ready now, Timmy Fitzgerald, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate, and more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 13.
Into the box now, number 13. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Stepping up now, Raleigh Toth. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically. And
there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance call.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Patrick Nelson, the left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Second baseman.
At the plate, Brian Cannon. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
This is on the ground over to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call. One out, nobody on. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves fourth in the NL in that category. So stepping in, Saul Worthing. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Debo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Corey Esparza. Popped up. Freeds is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Blake Hamby. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Grounded to first, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Plate, Lorenzo Diamond. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Settling in now, Adam Wilburn. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Ball one. Late that time for a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Stuart Freeds is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Ryan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Stepping in now, Leroy Lynx. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Justin Martinez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Antoine Fong. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. The 0-1 offering. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. In now, Sergio Robles. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now to the plate, Patrick Nelson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. The pitch. Count still at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Standing in now, Timmy Fitzgerald, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Brian Cannon, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The second baseman, Brian.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing the strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Now a curveball misses inside. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
99, Andrew Arellano.
Digging in, Andrew Arellano. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
One strike.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now. Saul Worthing waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. This is skied into short left center. Wilburn is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Now to the plate, Saul Worthing. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
So frustrating, D-Roll. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Digging in now, Jesse Irvin. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit.
The batter, number 13.
At the plate, number 13. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And it's quickly 0-2. Irvin aboard here at first with nobody out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. One there. On to first. A double play.
Now batting.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Stepping in, Raleigh Toth. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Blake Hamby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Into the box now, Tiny Ryan. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Leroy Lynx. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
batting, catcher, Justin Martinez.
Now batting, Justin Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
In now, Antoine Fong. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And that misses. 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Tennessee leads it 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Lorenzo Diamond.
Lorenzo Diamond.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming in. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Adam Wilburn.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Wilburn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year. Plate now, Stuart Freeze, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the catcher, Sergio Robles.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sergio Robles, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball 1, well below the zone. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Robles Drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
The set and the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Patrick Nelson, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 0-1 offering.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Hannon. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. And now a pitch on the way. This is in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
Ready once again, Andrew Arellano, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Grounded weakly to the left. Scooped up. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting, center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Digging in once again, Saul Worthing, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Timmy Fitzgerald, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in now, Jesse Irvin, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Two and one. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
To the plate now, number 13. And he is in there.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Raleigh Toth. But tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So coming to the plate, Lorenzo Diamond. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Now 1-2.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in now, Adam Wilburn, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1.
Oh, that's low.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Neptune is out in front here, 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Esparza. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Blake Hamby.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Hamby is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Popped him up. Robles has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. Third baseman. Tiny Ryan.
Ready for another shot now, Tiny Ryan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox lead it 2-1. Now in the box, Stuart Creeds. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box, Sergio Robles. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1. Fouled away. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Now the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, he's been battling all game long and been a real warrior. But there's only so many pitches in an arm, no matter how tough he is. That walk may have been all the manager needs to see because he looks like he's done to me.
The pitcher, Patrick Nelson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Aaron Kirk will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Timmy Fitzgerald will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there for strike 1.
0-1 for count.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A 1-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
For the traditional 7th inning.
Curtis Sellers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
for Tennessee, the right fielder.
In now, Leroy Lynx, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Sellers has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. And the pitch. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch.
Can't lose, ball.
Sellers has tossed over 30 innings so far this season. He has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Now the 3-2 pitch gets him looking up around the letters.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Justin Martinez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Scott Franchise will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. You see the average starting play at 318, 16 homers, and an even 50 RBIs. Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Hit hard, but foul. Another 0-2 home. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Quentin Walsh has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Leading off the inning, Jesse Irvin, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Jesse Irvin.
Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, number 13.
Now at the plate, number 13 is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Raleigh Toth, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-1 home.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Stepping into the box, Lorenzo Diamond, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
1-1.
And that misses. 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Lamar Coates is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination. Brian Cannon.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and 1 strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Well, that slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Fouled off. They'll try again, 1-2. Soft liner to the left side. And that's the first down.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Arellano. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. One out, nobody on. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
1-2.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Saul Worthing, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Clyde Hall enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. kicking off the top of the ninth, Adam Wilbur, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, the first baseman, Stewart. 3.
Digging in, Stewart Freeze. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Smoke toward the hole. A dive. He's got it. How about that?
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
So striding in, Sergio Robles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The White Sox on top 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brandon Perkins comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 51, Brandon Perkins. Now playing first base and batting 9.
Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Corey Esparza.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Into the box now, Blake Hamby. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
The third baseman, number 4, Tiny Ryan.
Digging in, Tiny Ryan. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. Yet another check on first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch on its way. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. 0-1, here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. One out, one on, and a one-run game. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box, Leroy Links. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Possible winning run on first. 1 man away. And there's ball 3.
Ball 3, and things are starting to get real interesting. It's time to start making some good pitches.
And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing. Lane Jefferson is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the ninth and send this one into extra innings.
Now pitching, Lane Jefferson.
Justin Martinez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Here's the first pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. The Thunder came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Clyde Hall earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.